If the story doesn't apply, let it fly. If the shoe does not fit, why are you feeling to wear it? What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aaliyah J. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe right now. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you subscribe because I do a lot of these videos, these girl chats, and I did a lot of story times. Well, I do a lot of story times. I recently did one, and today I want to get into that. We're gonna talk about it, okay? So let's get into it. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup right now. Let me put on some lip balm first. I'm using the Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm. I need some lip balm because, girl, my lips have been dry. Like, I've been biting my lips so much lately. So I want to get into the tea. So, oh, also, you guys, if you hear this noise, some noise, it's my heater. I'm cold right now. I'm always cold. So if you hear it, please just don't pay it any mind. So, okay, we're gonna talk about what's been going on. A lot of you know that I am very good at doing storytime videos. My storytime videos are like popping as fuck. Every story that I put out is a legit story that a lot of people, you know, can vouch for. And, you know, I don't put out a lot because, for one, like, I'm only 25. I don't have that many stories to tell. But the stories I do have to tell, I do tell it. But I have stories to tell. It's just that it's not always the perfect time to tell these stories. You get what I'm saying? So recently I put out a story time video, and I was kind of like second guessing myself if I should put it out because, okay, here's the history behind me putting out story time videos. Every time I put out a story time video, it does very well in views, but it brings so much drama. And it brings so much drama because for some reason the whole world be thinking I be talking about them. I don't know how people be thinking I be talking about them if it doesn't apply, but whatever. Like, I did a story time video and everybody in the comments was speculating that I was talking about this one person that I used to date. For one, no one knows that I used to date this person. Well, people know now, but no one knew before. And if they did know, it was really just rumors and speculation. Everybody thought I was talking about this one person, this one famous person, and I wasn't, because he wasn't a part of the story. And, you know, in my story time, I told people, like, please do not be messy. Like, do not be messy and be going to people and all of this stuff. And, you know, that's why I kind of stopped doing story times in the first place, because they just cause so much stress and drama. And it don't even be drama that, like, I want to cause. Like, honestly, I just be telling a story to entertain my audience. Like, I don't be telling a story to expose anybody. That's one thing I'm never gonna do. I'm never gonna make a video exposing anybody. I don't do shit like that. Like, I'm a real bitch. I don't go online and argue. I don't do that internet shit. That shit is for the birds. Like, I'm gonna leave that to the birds. If you're making exposing videos and you're like grown, like, you gotta really grow up. Like, it's time to grow up and get some money, for real. I don't do that. I make story times because I tell experiences, like, from my point of view. It's really like, oh my god, like, in this story, like, I felt like this and I felt like that. At that moment, I was so confused. I'm always telling my story from a woman's perspective. I literally lived the craziest life, and I'm also talking about a story from my perspective of being a woman that has had multiple men and multiple men try her. So that's always my perspective of a story. It's never to just talk about people or go online and, you know, bash anyone. But, you know, there's haters out there who still watch my videos. I have an army. I love my army. If you're a part of the army, make sure you let me know down below if you are a part of the army so I could like your comment and see you. But, you know, there's still people who are not a part of the army that watch my videos just because they think they're gonna get some tea. The haters who were watching my videos, they started speculating. They were going through my close friends, not my close friends. They were going through the people that I follow on Instagram, hitting them up like, hey, Aaliyah J made a story time about you, which is like, it's not true. I would never make a story time about someone that, for one, I follow and I'm still very cool with, and I would never make a story time about someone that I respect. The people that I follow, I love and respect. If I make a story time about anybody, it's someone that literally has no contact with me, no clue even about the story, and literally someone that y'all probably never even seen or met on my channel. Like literally, I've never made a story time about someone that you guys can point out. And that's because I don't ever want to put nobody out there. You get what I'm saying? Like, I never ever want to do that. I respect people's privacy. I respect people's relationships, respect people's families. I would never ever disrespect anyone in a way where people like I'm exposing them on my channel. Like, that's cornball shit. Like, exposing videos and videos talking just about this one person and saying all these bad things, that is very much cornball vibes. Like, you giving me cornball, sis. Like, I don't do shit like that. I'm not a cornball. Like, so yeah, I really just be talking from a female's perspective in my shoes. And like I said, a lot of fans, well, they wasn't fans, but a lot of people took it and ran with it, and they thought that I was talking about certain people. I'm not gonna say I didn't know that was gonna happen, but like, I knew people was gonna speculate and stuff like that. But I knew once these certain people that was being contacted seen the story, they was gonna know I wasn't talking about them. You know what I'm saying? Here, like, this is my thing. If I got 4 oranges and someone is over here talking about someone who has 4 apples, why would I think you're talking about me if I have 4 oranges? I don't have apples. I have oranges. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I just didn't think it was gonna get big because I knew the people that was involved in the story wouldn't see it. So I really thought it was just kind of like gonna go over a lot of people's heads, because I really thought it wasn't gonna get as big as it was, because it didn't apply to the people that they were saying it applied to. Because honestly, if something doesn't apply to you, you gotta let it fly. If someone's talking about you and it does not apply to you, you can't like pay attention to it. You can't put on a shoe that's not your size. Like, if the shoe fits, wear it. But if it doesn't, why are you squeezing in it? That, like, how does that make any sense? Like, you really feeling to wear this pair of shoes right now. My thing is, I don't make story times to be in drama and argue with people. Like, that's not my thing. Y'all have never seen me argue with anybody online. Literally, like, I don't do the arguing online, back and forth stuff online. I'm not doing it. I don't do that. Because for one, I have a reputation to maintain. I have brands looking at me, watching me, and like, I use my internet as a tool to get places. I'm not using this as a tool to bash people, and I'm not using it as something where I need to like try to like manipulate certain things. Like, I have an audience that I've had since I was in high school, and I don't have to do certain things to and bash certain people to get you guys to recognize me. You guys support me regardless of what. I try to keep it classy and cute, and I try to, like, you know, just keep it pushing and just worry about my own thing. But people, you know, I've been tried for a lot of years, and I am very tired. I'm very tired. I know you guys don't want me to even involve myself in certain drama. You guys always tell me, like, don't pay attention to that, blah blah blah. But it's very hard to when you're constantly being attacked by certain people. It's no way that I can like continue to be attacked and not stand up for myself. You get what I'm saying? I'm tired of not standing up for myself. I'm tired of being attacked. Like, I'm tired of, you know, people saying certain things about me, saying certain lies. I'm tired of the internet having a kiki about me or my sexual life that I had or whatever. I'm tired. Like, I'm gonna defend myself. It comes to a point where you have to like fight back and defend yourself. But yeah, I had to get out of character. In my defense, I understand people wanting to defend themselves, but all at the same time, how are you defending something that does not apply to you? If what I'm saying in my video, literally everything I'm saying does not apply to you, why are you even worried about it? Like, how does that make any sense? Like, it literally makes no sense. And it's one thing to be sitting there, it's one thing to say, oh, you know, she's not talking about me because that never happened. But it's another thing to talking about, you know, our sexual life and all of this stuff. Like, that's definitely not cool, especially when it's not necessary. You get what I'm saying? And truthfully, I understand how it may affect certain people that, you know, I make story times and they think it's about them and they feel like I'm being shady and all of this stuff. And I understand, and I know people are always gonna try to come for me and come at me and try to attack me, and I don't even want to say get clout off of my name because that would be very big-headed of me, but that's just what it is. Like, certain people do certain things in certain moments just to get attention, but at the same time, if it don't apply, let it fly, for real. I just don't get how something, like, you don't recognize something about you and you just happen to think it's about you. Like, I really don't get that. Tommy over here said an anonymous person was peeling grass off of the floor outside, and I know I never peeled glass. Why would I project myself in that situation and be like, I never peeled glass? Like, does that make any sense? That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, okay, Tommy never said who though. Tommy never said you. Tommy never pointed fingers. You know that you never peeled glass. I mean, grass. You know you never peeled grass off the floor with Tommy. You know that. So what are you going, like, why insert yourself? And I understand that there's fans and haters out there who are trying to insert these people, but as someone who has thousands of followers, millions of followers on Instagram and Twitter, and thousands of fans, you should, like, know so much better than to feed into someone on Twitter who has 36 followers. You get what I'm saying? Like, you should know so much better. You should not be that weak-minded where someone on your phone on a social media app that just created an account 5 seconds ago can get you out of character. Like, that's not cool. All right, so I'm gonna just let this bake for a while. I know a lot of you guys had to see me get out of character on Twitter recently, and I'm not gonna say I'm proud of myself, but I'm definitely not disappointed in myself for it, because I feel like I've been attacked for so many years by several people that I've never defended myself against, and honestly, it made me look like, you know, like a liar, and like the things that were being said about me to be true. But I want to let you guys know firsthand that just because I don't respond doesn't mean that it's not true. Like, I know I just responded recently and a lot of you guys believe my side of the story, and I'm very happy about that, because, you know, I don't need to lie. I don't need to come online and, you know, make people out to be what they're not and try to make myself look like I'm a good guy, because, you know, I'm not the perfect person. I'm not perfect. I don't do anything perfect. I always tell you guys where I fuck up. Just because I don't respond to certain things doesn't mean that I'm a liar, or whatever somebody is saying about me, it might be true. I don't respond because I know myself, and I know that certain things aren't true, and I don't have to come online to prove myself. I don't have to come online to validate anyone. I know that you guys always have my back, and you guys sometimes want answers, but a lot of times I can't give you guys answers right away, because it's just not, like, it's just, sometimes I don't feel like it's the right thing for me to do, and I have to follow my heart. I can't be pressured into going online and prove myself. Like, I love you guys so much, but you guys, if you're part of the army and you've been part of the army, you know how much shit I've been through with people. Like, you know. And I'm, like I said, I'm not the perfect person, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, everyone just comes at me online and, like, I just don't do anything. Like, that's definitely not it. Like, you know, I could throw my shade. I could do shit too. Absolutely. And you guys know that firsthand, and I say it like I'm always on some fuck a nigga shit, like fuck you, I'm doing this, I'm doing what the fuck I want. And my feelings never been hurt so bad to the point where I have to come online and expose somebody. Even though I'm not disappointed in myself, I'm still gonna apologize to you guys, because I don't want you guys to think that I'm this messy drama person that just wants to do these things to stir the pot and all of that stuff. Like, no, I can stir the pot, but I don't. the way I can stir the pot, I don't. That's the tea. I can stir the pot. I can make shit go left on it. I could make this shit go up and just sit back and be like, I can do that. And I know I have the power to do that. I have literally so many followers. I have so many of you guys following me. I have literally so many resources to get in touch with. I don't do shit like that. You get what I'm saying? I've been getting attacked online since AIM days was in. Like, this is not new to me. When I don't respond, it's just because I'm sitting back laughing. Like, I know not to respond. I know that the person that's attacking me is looking for a response, and to get under their skin, I'm not gonna respond. But sometimes I do need to respond, and that's something I had to learn recently. Sometimes it's okay to defend myself, especially in certain situations. Sometimes you have to. And I realized that me being a woman, I'm a 25-year-old woman, I don't have any kids, I'm not married, I can defend myself against any and everything I want to. And I actually have been disappointed in myself for not defending myself probably about like 3 or 4 years ago. I felt like that was a time that I needed to defend myself, and I was so used to not defending myself that I just didn't do it. And I should have took that step up and had a voice for myself, especially being that I have so many female followers. Like, I always want to be able to inspire you guys, and I always want to be able to inspire you guys and be a big sister to you guys. And I felt like I failed to do that as far as standing up for myself, and I was really disappointed in myself for years. I've taken years to build this audience all by myself. I've never had any help. Most of you guys see that I don't have any collabs on my channel. I've never had help with doing anything on my channel. I've never had help doing any of my Instagram stuff. I've never had help doing any of my YouTube stuff. I don't have collabs on my channel. So I built this channel from the ground up. I built my platform and my audience from the ground up. You guys are literally here from the start. So I just feel like I was very disappointed in myself for not standing up for myself. But also, all in the same breath, it's a certain time, place, and a certain person who you stand yourself up to. You get what I'm saying? Like, if we're talking about a bum that no one cares about, or like no one even checks for, like, I don't care. But if we're talking about somebody who is on a huge platform, has all these people following them, and literally like just constantly is coming at you and you're getting all these messages like riled up, then like you have to stand up for yourself. And that's something that I always want to encourage you guys to do. Always stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to defend yourself. You know, I feel like I've been immune to taking low blows and hits, especially online. Like, I'm very immune to that. A lot of you know that I've never responded to people, so I feel like I gotta get out of that, you know, like, I'm over it. I'm very over it. 2020, I don't want to take anything from anybody. Like, I mean, it depends on who's coming, who's knocking at the door. If there's a bum knocking at the door, there's a bum in his couch knocking at the door, I'm not answering the door. Like, and that's just that. But yeah, like I was saying, I've had my audience since before I've even had serious boyfriends. You get what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I'm in like my second serious relationship. The first serious relationship I was in, I was with that person for 3 years, and he lived very close to me, so we were like always together. That's even then, like, I was doing my story times, and you know, I was talking about, you know, certain relationships I was in. And even then, I've had a following. So I've always had a following. I've been doing story times for a really long time. So I know you guys did have a question. You guys had a question on why am I doing story times about my past experiences or thought stories while I'm in a relationship. Well, I'm gonna answer this question. For one, yes, I am in a relationship, a happy relationship with Menelik. We've been together for 2 years now, and we live together and everything. Menelik, I've had an audience before Menelik. This is my second serious relationship that I've ever been in. This is my second serious relationship that I've ever been in. My first serious relationship was when I made the side chick story time, and even then I was making story times for you guys. My story times are never to be disrespectful towards my man, and Menelik knows that. Menelik is actually the one who motivates me to do story times because he knows you guys love it. Like, he's literally all for the army. He's like, you know, sometimes I come to him and I'm like, babe, I don't know what video to do. He's like, do story times. Like, you have so many stories. I tell him so many stories that he knows about, and me and him laugh about it. Regardless if it's about me and an ex-boyfriend or me and some dude I used to talk to, I always have an ear in Menelik for him to listen to my stories. He's like my best friend. So I could tell him literally anything and he literally understands it. Like, he's not insecure, he's not jealous, he's not gonna like be all upset and trying to beef because something happened in the past with me. Like, he knows I'm with him now and nothing can change that. Besides us, me telling a story to my audience is never going to change that. Me defending myself is never going to change that. Someone else talking about me is never going to change that. And that's just the confidence that we have between our relationship. He knows that story times are some of the best content that I produce for you guys, and you guys love it so much, and he wants you guys to enjoy these stories just as much as he does. And honestly, like I said, I only had 2 serious relationships. One, the one I'm in now, and one like literally 7 years ago. Literally, those only 2 relationships I count. Anybody else that I've been with, I don't really count them as a real relationship, only because I don't feel as if I was truly involved with them or truly in love. And in these 2 relationships that I speak about, I was doing story times at these times, and I'm never gonna stop doing story times because this is the content that I produce. Obviously, between those 2 relationships that I just mentioned, I've had other relationships. I've definitely had several relationships. So you guys are probably like, well, where did these story times come from? I've had several other relationships, but like I said, I don't count them because they never meant anything to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I broke up with you probably like several times, you never counted to me. Like, there's no reason why I should be breaking up with you. I've never broke up with Menelik ever in my life before. Like, we've never broken up. So I just feel like if I broke up with you more than like 2 or 3 times, like, you was really just like a throwaway. One time I was actually dating this guy. He's a throwaway for sure. Like, he was such a throwaway. Like, y'all don't understand. I was dating this one guy, and this was when I did my I did a story time about some boy sexually assaulting me. I wanted to do this story about, you know, being sexually assaulted in the street by some guy, some man. He wasn't even a man, he was a little boy. I wanted to do this story time about being sexually assaulted by this little boy because I felt like I had a female audience, and you know, these are the things that we go through. Us females go through these things, and this is something that you guys can relate to me on. Like, people watch me because I'm relatable. So I told the throwaway boyfriend that I wanted to do this sexual assault story. I told this bum ass nigga that I wanted to do a sexual assault story time, and he actually got mad at me because he's like, oh, like, why would you talk about that? You know, that looks bad on me. And it's almost like, how does that look bad on you? Like, how would that look bad on you? How does that make any sense? Like, how does me speaking about my story, and I have a female audience, I don't have a male audience I have a female audience, and we literally go through stuff. Like, females go through stuff. So how would that look bad on you? That doesn't degrade you as a man. You don't look less of a man. But you have to understand, a man who thinks like that is not a man. It's a little boy. It's a bum on a couch. So you got to understand it in that way. I don't understand, like, you know, in those little throwaway relationships, I was almost like being controlled and, you know, told what to do and what content not to do, and I couldn't be myself. With the relationship I'm in now, I can be my 100% self. And this is actually funny because a lot of people ask me, like, why do you post pictures in your bikinis, and why do you post doing this and that? Like, I don't have an insecure man where he feels like he needs to control me. My man is not controlling. Like, Menelik is nowhere near controlling. He literally lets me be my free self. Like, he lets me be so comfortable, and I trust him so much that I could just be me. And he knows that if he allows me to just be me, that, you know, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm not gonna do anything. And that's something I actually really appreciate about Menelik, and I'm gonna give him some big ups. So babe, if you're watching this, I love you and I appreciate you. He just allows me to be me, and like allows me to just tell my truth and tell my stories and like tell these things that are happening. And that just refers back to my thought story time. It wasn't really a thought story time, it was really a story time about me being put in a position where a threesome was introduced to me, and then I found out that this person that he dated was almost like family. You get what I'm saying? So that was the dynamic of the story that I wanted you guys to get. But yeah, you guys, like, I'm a woman first, and at this point, like, I'm gonna defend myself if I have to, and if I'm put in a position where it's too much, like, you know, being said. And I'm not gonna defend myself against everybody, but you know, it's certain moments where I need to defend myself. I just finished flat ironing my hair. I have blonde hair. I actually hate blonde hair, but whatever. I need to put on some lashes. Look at these lashes I got from Amazon. This is called Alley Crown lashes. I bought these when I bought my tips. I actually have a few packs of them. I didn't have any lashes here, and I couldn't go to the store, so I got these. But it looks like they're like, I don't know if these are all the same lashes, but I don't know. I'm gonna, oh my god, this is like so many lashes. I'm gonna link these down below so you guys can purchase these because these are popping. Never seen nothing like these before. These are so cute. I also had to buy some glue. I did not have any glue whatsoever. Yo, let me tell you something. This quarantine stuff got people like bugging. Like, what's in the quarantine water? Like, are you serious? Like, what's going on with people? Like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly. All right, you guys. So that was basically the girl chat today. I just wanted to let you guys know what's been going on, and you know how I feel about the situation. And as of now, I'm gonna continue to defend myself because I'm tired. I am very, very tired. I'm gonna defend myself when the time is right. There's certain things not to respond to, and there's certain things you should respond to. What I'm not gonna respond to is bums. And when I say bums, I mean mentally bums. Like, I'm not gonna respond to those people who really just, you know, are just talking just because they got a mouth. You know, I'm tired. I'm very, very tired, and I know you guys feel me on this. Like, a lot of you guys was like, you never defend yourself, so if you speak up, like, I'm totally here for it, and I appreciate you guys for that. I'm gonna continue. I don't know if I'm gonna continue to make story times. If I do, it's not to cause drama, it's to have you guys entertained and to be telling a part of my life that you guys probably can relate to. But if I don't, then I just don't, because I probably won't feel comfortable talking about the situation, or I'm probably just gonna not talk about the situation out of respect for other people. Let me know down below if you guys think I should continue story time. If you guys think I should continue story time because, you know, you've been my audience forever and you guys deserve it, let me know down below. If you feel like I shouldn't be doing story times, also let me know down below. And I just feel like I want you guys to let me know down below and the reasons why you feel like I probably should or shouldn't, because I want to like kind of reason with you guys and come to an agreement with you guys. Like I said, I don't have to come online and validate myself, but you guys have been my audience forever. You guys have seen me grow up, go through so many transformations, and at this point we got to make this decision together. Like, I can't make this by myself, because if I'm gonna be entertaining you guys, I need you guys to take my story and use it not in a negative way. So let me know down below if I should continue story times or if I shouldn't. I'm really confused and really frustrated at this point about it, and I just don't know what to do. So let me know down below. Help your girl out. But yes, thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Thank you so much for continuously supporting me and just being here for me, even through all the bums I've been with, even through all the lies, all the drama. Thank you so much for supporting me. Continue to stay beautiful. Do not settle for a bum on the couch. And I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video.